Hey, what's going on guys, my name's Raph, and Pokémon Horizons will be commencing next week Friday. The Generation 9 Pokémon Scarlet and Violet anime will be a new series that will not involve Ash Ketchum, and instead will be introduced to the two new main protagonists being Lika and Roy. Even though Ash and Pikachu have now left the Pokémon anime, I always wondered what would happen if Ash stayed, and I've even made videos talking about this possibility. However, today I want to talk about how Ash could have met characters like Nemona, Arven and Penny, alongside how all their character arcs, including his, could have been potentially outlined in the Pokémon Scarlet and Violet anime. There's a bunch of information to cover, so let's jump straight into it. Don't forget to leave this video a like to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out my next video shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't ready to keep up to date, and without further ado, let's begin. Firstly, let's have a quick chat about Ash and how his new adventure could unfold. My series of Generation 9 anime videos have already explained how Ash could potentially seek a new challenge after becoming the World Champion, maybe taking part in the treasure hunt should he continue in Paldea. With the story arc set, he could meet each character that relates to them, allowing him to develop and help the characters themselves develop too. The storyline in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet is probably one of the most strongest shown throughout the franchise, and I truly think that if amalgamated together, it could offer a really compelling story for Ash and grant its characters the relevance they deserve. Playing the game, I could definitely relate to the characters and their personalities. I'm sure we can all agree that Ash could be a brilliant character to engage with Nemona, Arven and Penny. Even though Pokémon Horizons hasn't confirmed if these game characters will make an appearance, let's just go off the basis that they have been confirmed for the new series. Let's now jump into each character and talk about how Ash could help every individual, alongside how they could all work together if Ash stayed in the Pokémon Scarlet and Violet anime series. Before I begin, the details I'll be discussing are in no particular order. This is just pure speculation. First up, we have Nemona. Nemona is the player character's rival in the Scarlet and Violet games. She has a huge passion for battling and is always keen to push both her and her opponent's limits in order to have an engaging and fruitful battle. One thing to note about Nemona is that she is a champion ranked trainer, something that parallels with Ash. But the biggest thing that I reckon will make Nemona a great travelling companion and rival for Ash is how she will open up to him about how she was unable to make friends when she was younger. During her youth, she found it hard to make friends due to them not sharing the same passion as she did. So in this case, I reckon Ash will be able to connect to her very well, sharing the same passion for battling, and it could make a great character narrative arc. Nemona becomes so inspired by the player after they become champion and beat her for the final time during the story. So this too could weigh a great importance and development concept for both Ash and Nemona. Maybe she'll be his final test in Paldea. Something similar to how Ash took on May in the Terracotta contest battle before the end of the Advanced Generation series. Nemona has so much potential for an outstanding female companion and rival, and I truly think that taking a story arc into account from the games, it could be really compelling and insightful for Ash as well. The thought of them being friends, rivals and training partners has a lot of opportunity. The next character to talk about is Arven. Arven is the son of either one of the professors, being Professor Sada and Professor Turo, depending on which version of the game the player has. Arven is a very talented cook and also researches on how to make Pokemon better thanks to the help of sandwich recipes. Immediately, we can see the parallels in character that Arven has to Brock, one of Ash's companions that travelled alongside Ash on multiple occasions. Arven's story is probably one of the most emotional in the games, as he finally learns about the death of his parent who devoted themselves to help the ancient Pokemon, completely oblivious that the figure he believed to be his parent is of an AI replica, who also neglected him as they were always so focused working on the time machine for malicious intent. But during his time alone, this allowed him to learn how to cook and research on his own. In regards to his partner Mabostiv, this could be such a great story to comply with the Titan quest. Ash can also learn about how Arven and his Pokemon were attacked in Area Zero, feeling inspired for Mabostiv to get better, and also take part in the Titan quest to learn more about Herba Mystica and the rare forms of Pokemon. I feel Arven will be a great figure for Ash, sharing similarities to Brock, as he is also older and wise. Seeing the friendship between him and Nemona could also make an interesting dynamic on occasions, and many fun episodes could also unfold should they all adventure together. Arven's story is really dark, and I can see the correlation to how it could maybe have something on similar lines to Lily, and how her relation was at first with Lusamine. But should he meet Ash, then I'm sure they will be able to form a wonderful friendship, and knowing Ash's motivating and bubbly personality, he'll be sure to help Arven after finding out the dark truth in regards to his family. Finally, for the game characters, we have Penny. The disguised boss of Team Star 2 had a really compelling story arc. Originally bullied, she formed Team Star with other students who faced the same issue as she did. The fact she hid her identity from her Team Star members afraid that her fellow bosses will be expelled from the academy because of their involvement in the team shows how caring she really is. Also, her passion for electronic, engineering and hacking could be something of a great asset in the anime series. Maybe Ash meets Cassiopeia and joins Operation Starfall to then later on learn and understand everything about the Team Star group, after making the team bosses stand down. Penny is another brilliant character in the games that joins the player, Arvin and Nemona during the Area Zero The Way Home story arc. I feel like Ash could really open up her character and allow her to gain so much confidence to then utilise her skills for so many opportunities. And this is all for the greater good. Plus I reckon too she could be a unique character to introduce a new evolution exclusive to the anime that could then later feature on in future generations. Maybe she has an Eevee that was once bullied like her, and helps it gain confidence for it to then evolve into a new form, representing their friendship in some way. Of course, this could be something similar to how Ash's Rockruff evolved into Dust Lycanroc, an exclusive form of a Pokemon dedicated to the character. Penny has a lot of opportunity to make a great companion for Ash, helping him along the way, whilst keeping her team's star identity hidden. Taking all three characters into consideration, I believe they could all form a brilliant story for the Scarlet and Violet anime, implementing their own stories into the series that could lead to the final outcome in relation to Area Zero. Maybe they will all team up to learn about the Professor's original intentions to bring ancient Pokemon to the present day, and thanks to the time machine, they can then defeat the AI Professor to save Paldea and conclude a possible final adventure for Ash. The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games have opened a door now that leads to huge opportunity for the next anime series to follow suit in a possible faithful manner. However, looking at Pokémon Horizons, I don't think this is going to be the case. With Journeys switching up the formula, Scarlet and Violet have so many elements of excitement that could have made Ash explore and learn so much more about Pokemon, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's the case now. But who knows, maybe our 10-year-old hero will return one day, and we could potentially see a special episode of him in Paldea, and maybe completing all of the treasure hunt. This could have allowed him to get one step closer of becoming a Pokemon Master. But now let's talk about Lika and Roy. If Ash stayed in Pokemon Horizons, then I reckon he would have met Lika and Roy, and better yet, maybe they all could have gone on an adventure together. With Liko being from Paldea, and Roy being from Kanto, this could have given Ash an insight to both characters and their stories. Maybe Ash would help Liko look after the Terra Orb Pendant, and he could also assist Roy with the mysterious Pokeball. With these two characters being introduced, it most certainly means that the new anime series may not follow suit to the Scarlet and Violet games. This implies a brand new adventure will take place, especially seeing as we know that they will be travelling the whole world including the Paldea region. It would have been really enticing to see Ash's adventure with these characters, and even Captain Freed and the Rising Volt Tacklers. Imagine the interactions between Pikachu and the Captain. Maybe these new adventures would have allowed Ash to continue his dream of meeting and befriending more Pokemon, leading to his goal of becoming a Pokemon Master. It could have possibly allowed him to finalise his journey then and there. But it looks like unfortunately this will never happen. However, I do hope that we get to see Ash return one day for old time's sake. But why not let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to interact with me, then be sure to follow me on Twitter and join the Team PokeRef Discord server to discuss all things Pokemon. You can find the rest of my social networks on screen and in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave it a like, as your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Finally, make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my videos, and click on the little bell to enable notifications so you guys get notified when I upload a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stick around for more Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.